Alright, time for solutions for the summary of geometric constructions. Basically what you're doing is you're going to be doing the construction here in the right column, and you list steps for yourselves on how to do it. Use words, use bullet points, make it so it's quite clear what you need to do. I'm going to show you what I did in hopes that that will help you in writing your own. And that's, yeah, just everyone's a little bit different, so make sure you have your own way of putting down your instructions. So here are my first two: copy segment, copy an angle, draw a ray, and then measure the segment with compass, and then copy arc on the ray. So that's basically my instructions. On my copy angle one, it was a little bit longer. I forgot to draw a ray for my first step, so I had to do step 0. So draw a ray, draw an arc that goes through both sides of the angle, and then copy the arc onto the ray using the same radius, and then measure from A to B with compass, and copy AB centered on C. Basically draw that other arc, and then, oh, it's missing a step. That'd be 5. Would be draw second ray. So you draw another ray, and then we'll go through the intersection. Alright, sorry, copy angle stuff up there. Angle bisector, you're going to draw an arc, goes through both sides, send the compass at those 2 points, and then draw arcs with the same radius, and then draw the ray from the vertex through C. And it gives you all that stuff. Perpendicular bisector, draw arc center at each of the endpoints, use the same radius for both, and then draw a line goes through the intersection. Locating the in-center, all you have to do is an angle bisector of each angle, and those are going to meet at some point, and that's called the in-center. To construct the circumcenter, you do the perpendicular bisector of each side, and those are all going to meet at the same point. That's the circumcenter. If you want to circumscribe a circle about a triangle, you have to get the circumcenter, and then you put your compass on that, and you just draw a circle that goes through one vertex, and if you draw all the way around, it's going to go through all 3. To construct a parallel line through a point, you draw a line going through the point that's not on the line, and then copy the angle that you just made so it's centered at the point you just made, and now it's parallel. So really just kind of 2 steps there. To do a perpendicular line through a point, you need to first draw an arc centered at the point, and then you'll do a perpendicular bisector of that segment you just made. It'll go through the point and be perpendicular. Equilateral triangle, draw yourself a diameter, and then draw arc center at one of the sides going through the center, and now you have the 3 points that make the equilateral triangle. If you want to do a square, draw yourself a diameter, and then you do a perpendicular bisector of the diameter, and that'll give you 2 new intersection points, and those 2 become the other 2 vertices of the square that you draw. And then if you want to do a regular hexagon, put a point on the edge, and then draw arc centered on that point with a radius going the same radius as the circle. It'll go through the side, and you just keep going all the way around, and then connect up where those hit the edges, and that gives you a regular hexagon. And that's the basic summary. The last part you had to do on your assignment was a task where you use at least one of each of these to draw a picture, and you have a rubric there. Use your imagination, something G and PG rated, and make it just beautiful.